Katy Perry has just released her newest single off of her upcoming 7th studio album called A Woman's World. She also released a music video for A Woman's World, and let me just say that this is much, much worse than what we've been anticipating. And we heard the snippets on TikTok, so we already knew that it was gonna be pretty bad. But now that we have the full song, we know that this song is probably one of the worst things that you will ever hear, and absolutely what you will hear in 2024. So let's talk a little bit about A Woman's World, Katy Perry, and her fall from grace. So, Katy Perry decided to release her 7th studio album in September after a 4-year hiatus. And after her previous musical effort, her previous album kind of flopped. Unfortunately for Miss Katy, she really needs this comeback. She really needs to revive and to rejuvenate her career because she had a pretty bad streak in the last, I would say, at least 8 years. Katy Perry has this misfortune, and I am pretty sure that she is aware of it. And that misfortune is that she will never be able to top the success that she had in her Teenage Dream era. Teenage Dream may not be the most critically acclaimed album, but what it did achieve, it achieved commercial success, and it also achieved universal acclaim, not just from Katy's fans, but also from fans who just love good pop music. And good pop music it was. It is one of the best pop albums, just pure pop albums of the 2010s. Her downfall, if I remember correctly, started when she released Swish Swish, which was supposed to be a diss track on Taylor Swift. Remember that fake feud that they had over dancers or something? But after Swish Swish, her career was never the same. What happened before Swish Swish? Well, she had this drastic and dramatic style change. She cut her hair, which was her signature. She dyed her short hair blonde, and people just did not like this. They did not appreciate the new aesthetic. They did not appreciate anything that she was doing in this era. And I have to kind of agree, because it did feel kind of pointless and directionless, and unfortunately, she continued to have that streak up to this day. It kind of feels like she is constantly going through the same identity crisis, and that she's not being able to pinpoint, oh, what is my aesthetic? What do I want to do? What is my mood board? She is constantly trying to reinvent herself, but she does not have a clear indication of like, what do I want to do? What do I want to portray? And when you're trying to reinvent yourself every couple of years, but all of your projects kind of flop, you really need to nail that aesthetic. You really need to nail the whole package, the marketing, the songs, everything. In this case, A Woman's World is just a huge letdown, a huge disappointment. Not like I really anticipated anything huge or like new or trailblazing from Katy Perry. She was never a trailblazer. She was a pop girly, and we wanted some good pop music from her. A Woman's World reads simply as tone deaf. And I'm not only talking about her ridiculously sexist, stereotypical, and male-gazy music video, which absolutely does not help the situation at all. I am also talking about her working and actively collaborating with Dr. Luke. Yes, the same Dr. Luke who so many other celebrities have spoken against, and the same Dr. Luke who basically ruined Kesha's life. Dr. Luke, who is a music producer, who is a known abuser, and a known asshole. I guess that Katy Perry graduated from the same school of white liberal feminism that Taylor Swift did when she decided that it's perfectly okay to work with known abusers and then to release a song about female empowerment, thinking that somehow that will make it a lot better. I almost want to believe that this was AI generated, and I want to believe that, ChatGPT was put into good use, because I cannot believe that people that are in their 40s sat down and thought, oh, what a great idea. Let me write these lyrics. They're gonna be so well received. I still don't understand if this was like a genuine attempt of making music, or if it's an elaborate scheme to get some tampon commercials to play her music, because it feels like she's trolling us with how bad this is. I don't want to say anything about the album, but if this song is kind of like showing us what the album's gonna be, since it's a lead single, I don't really think that there is any hope that the album's gonna be salvageable. I am sure that she would love to explain that, you know, the whole song and the whole music video is supposed to be like subversive, but in order to be subversive, you actually, you know, have to be subversive. And this just feels lazy and something that we've been seeing over and over again. It's basically a parody of feminism. It's a parody of her career, and dare I say, I feel like after the album drops, that her career is gonna be in much worse place than it was before. Which, you know, if you know Katy's career, her career wasn't in a good place to begin with, so I don't know what her feelings are, but I'm pretty sure that she's very scared to release the album because she's probably seen and read all the reactions, and I haven't seen one positive review of this song. Sometimes I truly wonder if celebrities are so far gone and out and detached from reality that nobody was going to sit down with Katy and tell her, hey, you know, maybe the optics of you working with Dr. Luke after, you know, what he's done and what he's been doing for a long time, and then releasing a song about female empowerment and like feminism isn't the greatest idea. Like maybe the optics are not there. Maybe they're kind of skewed, you know? Maybe if you release this song, people will look at you in a different light because now these, you know, allegations are not just allegations, they're known facts. And everybody, including people in the music industry as well as the general public, knows that your main producer and the guy that you're working with is somebody who ruins people's lives and who abuses women. Do you think that that conversation ever happened? Because I don't believe that these conversations happen as nearly often as they should. When you're working with morally bankrupt people, but you're also trying to portray yourself as this icon of feminism and female liberation, do not be surprised when people find that approach at least a little bit hypocritical and as something that does not come across as genuine or authentic in any sort of way. I am very sure that Miss Katy will understand that you cannot sit in two chairs in these situations and you can't have your cake and eat it too. Moral of the story is, if you want to successfully ruin a career that is already hanging on by a single invisible string, a single transparent thread, just follow in Katy Perry's footsteps and you'll be there in no time.